we are on our way to look at a 1972 Gran Torino that was featured in the movie with Clint Eastwood. The car is green. We found it on Facebook. We're hopefully going to flip it. It's got wheels that don't match the movie, and it doesn't have the yellow stripe. So if we can buy it at a decent price and turn it into the car from the movie, we should be able to make a good profit on it. This is a classic car buying point of view. Tell me about the car.
It's 72 Gran Torino, 351 Cleveland.
Yep.
The motor's built pretty hard with roller rockers, roller cam, forged everything. It's built to run, built to scream. It's a pretty solid car.
Now, when I talked to you on Facebook. Okay, guys, this is the Gran Torino Facebook ad that I found. I originally saved it when he wanted $14,000 for it. It was a little too much for the car, and then I got an alert saying, hey, price was dropped to $12,000. When I saw this, I figured he was probably going to go lower. He was desperate to sell. A lot of times when I'm looking for these cars, I'll look for cars where they price them one way and then they lower the price. It's usually a good indication they want to sell. Another thing I look for is age. This one was listed over a week ago. Typically the older ones, they usually want to get rid of them. You can get them much cheaper. The third thing I look for is this says saved by 130 other shoppers. So the more people that are interested in this car is usually a good indication that the vehicle is going to sell well when I do buy it. So these are the things I look for. This was the ad. When I talked to him, he said he wouldn't take a penny under $11,500. So right away, I asked him, what's your best price? He took $500 off the price. When I got there, you'll see what happens. You told me you put, what, 10K in the motor?
Yep.
Tell me, what did you do to it exactly?
So when I bought the car, I traded, so I'm a contractor, I traded some work on a guy's house.
Okay.
And a Harley for the car, a lot of work on the guy's house. Got the car, and it ran fine. It wasn't dumping oil. It was just super slow.
Okay.
I didn't know why. I took it to my mechanic, and it turns out the block was cracked.
Ooh.
And a piston was cracked when they tore it apart. So I got a block for it, took it to Scott Ryder, who did everything he had to the block, you know, just made it perfect. I spent a ridiculous amount on the block itself for the Cleveland 72. And then took it to a mechanic that specializes in old muscle cars, and he told me everything to get, and I got it. So I got the 4V closed chamber heads, took those to McCartney Racing, and he worked the heads real nice too and did a valve job on those and stuff.
Cool.
You see the motor?
Yeah, you can open it up. You said it came from Oregon, is that right?
Colorado,
oh, Colorado,
I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the rust I was telling you about when you asked about it.
Yep.
I wanted to have that cut out this winter and a new plate welded in, but
things change, right?
I'll get a boat, yeah. So you're opening up a antique car shop or a muscle car shop?
Muscle car.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, so I own a business called Cash for Cars, and then right next door.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah. So I need inventory.
Get it.
So.
My buddy was in the same jam. He said COVID hit him pretty hard with inventory.
Sure did. Can you start it up for me, please?
Absolutely. So do you want to feel the motor or anything? I didn't start it for
No, that's cool, man.
the day.
Oh yeah, it sounds great. This is the same one from the movie.
Oh yeah.
Pretty much, besides the hood.
I get a lot of Clint Eastwood comments.
Yeah.
A lot of get off my lawns.
Yep.
That stuff. Yeah.
So the plan for me would be to paint the hood,
Yep.
get it, you know, fix the rust on it, get in tip-top shape, and then put a nice yellow stripe on it to match kind of the movie.
Oh yeah.
You know.
The gold.
Yeah, the gold. Yeah. And maybe I like the wheels. The wheels are actually pretty cool.
Yeah. So I just got these. The old ones were kind of getting beat up.
Yep.
As well when I got them.
I saw the other wheels, so I was going to replace those wheels and put like Kragers or something, but those are actually pretty cool.
Yeah, so I was looking for Krager SS's. I had a 78 Mustang with a 302 in it back when I was a kid, and I had Krager SS's. Man, those things are, unless you're paying for them like brand new, you know, $2,000, they're expensive. So I went with same style, but I wanted to pull the black in a little bit, and then the maple steering wheel, and the seats and all that stuff's aftermarket. So this is a cover. I never actually glued it. You're supposed to glue it on. I never did because people are weird about the original stuff. So this is supposed to be glued on though. But it sits in there fine. I never had a reason to. Radiator fans.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
It sounds great.
Frame's nice and solid.
Yeah.
I had it, my buddy, I told you all right, Redding, I had it at his shop, and he had it up on the lip. He was gonna coat it. He was gonna coat the frame. I bought all the cans for him to do it. He was like, dude, this frame is like perfect. If I coat it, people are gonna think you're hiding something.
Yep.
So just keep it as it is. So, and this new carpet, when he ripped out the carpet, the floor was in great shape too.
Okay. Not in bad shape. I mean, the hood needs to be lined up right.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't get that. I was trying to get that ready. Just rubber things, I think.
Hood definitely needs to be lined up. The guy's firm on the price. It's got good tires on it. The undercarriage is in good shape. We're gonna go for a drive and see how it drives.
Pull up on this lever here. So when it's in park, you just pull up on this lever here to put it in reverse, and then you're good to go into your neutral and then into drive as well without pulling up on that. And then to get it back into park,
pull up on it.
Pull up on it, yep.
Okay.
But it's kind of weird to get used to. I spent Hop Peanut. I'll be right back, okay? It's my daughter and my wife.
How old is she?
3.
Cool.
My son's inside. We'll be right back.
Look at my car.
He's a dealer. Don't tell him that. He'll keep it.
So the last 2 Torinos I had, one I hit a home run on.
Yeah.
The second one I didn't do so good on.
Oh man.
I sold 3 in the past year. So the first one was a 72, same year, and it was all original car. And I hit a home run on it. Second one I bought was a 73. I got stuck with it, couldn't get rid of it.
Dang, yeah, the 73s. This has that different front end, right? Yeah.
And then I had a 70 that I did go with.
Nice. Was probably the longest trip that I've ever taken with it. It's never overheated at all for me. And it's super reliable. So you saw it started up there, it starts up like that. Like in the winter, if I want to start it up, it starts right up. like turn back, real awkwardly. So I'm not gonna try to do any cool stuff.
Yeah, let's not do that.
I don't know. Clearly, I don't drive it like that. When I sink money into something, I like baby it.
You're good to turn around here.
Okay. It kind of stinks because you know I built it so that it would be fast and loud, and I could tear stuff up with it, but I just don't. I'm always afraid like I'll break something.
I guess the $1 million question is, you put a lot of money in the motor.
Too much. More than I'm getting.
So why did you
do that?
You said it was, you told me over the Facebook that it was going to be a life car.
Yeah, so I was planning on it being my kid's car actually. So we live 10 minutes from the Blue Marsh drop-in, which is a big lake here. Tons of like wakeboarders and skiers. And my son's a big snowboarder. My wife and I are big snowboarders. We're getting my daughter into it now. Andy's a big fan. He loves fishing too. So in my head, this was going to be like fun family time, like everyone getting the car and I'm the only one that is like, my son's into it, but my wife is like weird about there not being airbags and us going on longer trips with the kids. So it's not the family time that I was looking for, you know. But it sucks because I'm gonna get a crappy boat, you know, sell this that I have like perfect for me at least, and then get a boat that is, you know, a $12,000 boat that I probably am gonna need to do a ton of work to when I just finished all this, you know, well, had it finished. Did I tell you about the gas gauge?
No.
So the fuel sending unit, my mechanic told me there's it's a cork fuel sending unit, and on old cars like this, they like saturate and they sink to the bottom, so it always reads empty. So the sending unit is like $30. He was gonna replace that too. But
you gotta drop the tank though, right?
I have no clue.
Yeah.
I'd assume so. I don't do anything myself.
No, you,
on my cars.
You definitely have to pull the tank down.
Yeah.
To get to it. So it's a cheap part, but it's labor intensive.
Is it?
Well, I mean, you got to get under the car or put it up on the lift and, you know, unbolt it, pull it. You know, it's not just.
I had a big
unplug something and plug it in. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't pay for much there, man, because I traded up like construction work for that.
Yeah.
So then the radiator fans will stay running until it cools down.
Okay.
I always just shut them off and let it cool on its own.
Yeah. You got a cool property here, by the way.
Thanks, man.
It's one of those cars where it's you know, it's, how can I tell you? It's a nice car. Don't get me wrong. There's no doubt about it. I'm interested in it. I want to buy it. I know you said you're firm. You said don't come here and waste your time.
Yeah.
But it needs a little bit more than what I thought. Like the hood's offline. I didn't see this in the pictures. You know, this has got to be taken off and figured out what's going on a little bit here, I guess. So I'm going to paint it. I would want to, I like the two-tone look, but the only reason I'm buying it is because of the movie.
Yeah.
The people will want it because I want it to look just like a replica.
Right.
So it's like I got that, fuel sending unit, I guess, and a little bit of paint. So, you know,
I'm not going under 11.5, so
gotcha.
if that's where you're headed with it. I'm not, so like I don't need to sell it. Like if I can sell it and get a boat, that's awesome. But if I go under 11.5, I'm just wasting too much money on the trade. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you. I want to be fair. I didn't come here to waste my time. I'm busy. If you see me online, how much stuff I got going on,
I bet
it's ridiculous. And the title of this video is Classic Car Buyer Point of View. So I'm here to buy the car. I'm not here not to buy it. It just got to make sense money-wise, you know?
Yeah, no, I totally get it, man. And I'm not trying to play hardball or be a jerk or anything.
You can't do anything, like just work with me a little bit. I want the car.
I am by dropping it from 12 to 11.5. And I didn't even want to do that because I'm pretty sure on eBay last time I got up to 10.6. And I'm sure if people knew that the reserve was at 12, it was only 1,400 more, they would have done it.
It's just the market's getting soft. That's, you know.
For sure, yeah. I flip houses, man. I know.
Oh, so you know.
I know.
Oh. This hood is what really turns me off. It's not a simple.
Just the adjustment?
Yeah, just because look, it's all here. I gotta get a new hood for it. Unless you put mud on it, adjust it, paint it. It's you know how it is to get labor, to get people.
Yeah,
it's just a pain. It'll sit at the body shop and
I have like quick access to all that stuff.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I just never. It never bothered
Mechanical in the back, I can take care of it. I have a mechanic on staff.
Yeah.
I don't have a body man staff, so it's got to go out to third parties. So it's like
just the hood, right?
Yeah, just a hood. So it sits there for a little bit of time. you know, it's a couple extra bucks. It'll probably be, I don't know, to fix the hood, align it up, I don't know, 300-400 bucks is what I'm guessing. Match the paint maybe a little bit more. If I take it to the higher end shop, they'll probably charge me 700 bucks. If I take it to a cheap shop, 300-400 bucks.
Yeah.
So I was hoping.
You'll still be under 12.
I know you're tough on me.
No, man, I'm not. I'm not trying to be. But dude, if you want time to decide, it's on eBay for like 4 more days, so it's not gonna. You know, you have time.
You won't do 11 cash right now?
Just do 11.5. Just stop making it. I already bumped down from 12 to 11.5, and my stomach hurts from that.
Man, it's a cool car. It's got LED headlights. I want the car for the shop, but it's just got to make financial sense. Put the stripe on it, detail it.
6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep.
Guess what do you got there? Total?
6. So 10.
10 total, right?
Yep.
This is so hard to record.
Oh, you're recording this?
Yeah. Just record it just to have proof and everything.
Yeah, dude, absolutely.
6, 7, 10.
Cool.
Cool. Just need you to sign title.
Got it.
And do you have your ID on you?
I do.
Perfect. And we'll sign right there.
Let me snag a pen. You don't have one on your
all right, guys, we just bought the car. The client had some dinner they had to go to, a dinner engagement, so they just left. We made a good deal. Paid a little bit more than I wanted to for it. I wanted to get it for a little less, and before I came, the guy said, don't even offer me $1 less, I won't take it, and he pretty much stood to that. I shut the camera off and tried to negotiate a little bit more with him and push him, but he wasn't having it. We got the car for $11,500. Now, the last 3 Torinos I've done, I was telling the client this, some I've done really well, some I haven't. This particular model 72 I've done really well because of Clint Eastwood and the movie. They do good, but this is a little bit rougher one. It does need, I mean, underneath the undercarriage is solid. It's got that one rust patch up front, and we're gonna have a welder come in, but we should make a decent profit on it. We're 11.5 right now with the tow. We're gonna be probably 11.8. After that, we're gonna get this hood fixed. It'll be, you know, get my guy to realign it, paint it, do what we got to do to it. Probably have another 500 bucks into it. So at that point, we would be a little over 12.3 into it. From there, we'll put the striping kit on it, which is not much. Button it up, have it detailed. We should be no more in this car than 12.5. I think at 12.5, we can put this car up for 18.5. Somebody that wants a replica of the movie. It's got some nice tires on it, wheels on it. The guy put over 10K in the motor, so I got receipts for everything. It should be something that sells, and it's fast. It boogies. You guys saw the test drive. It seemed like a cool car. I'm not a huge fan of the seats, but it's got that Hollywood going for it, you know. The last video we did with the Torino, we did really well on it. The last 72 I sold, which was cleaner than this one, I got over 20 for it. I think we got 22 for it. So the market's a little bit softer now, but we still should get, you know, a good price for it. It should be a cool car to do. We will hit you back when we get back to the shop. What's up, guys? to him. You can stop it here. I got the key. I'll drive it off. All right, guys, this is the end of episode 1. I want to do a little project recap. We call this Project Get Off My Lawn. This is the 1972 Ford Gran Torino. Bought the car for $11,500. We had it transported for $300. Our total cost so far is $11,800. On the next episode, we are going to work on the car. We are going to fix it. We are going to get it in tip-top shape. So stay tuned. Please like, subscribe. We appreciate you guys checking us out. Thank you.